Hey, everybody. Back again after a bit of a break. Had to go take a trip. Not a fun trip either, but I got through it. What was I doing back here in this place? I'm pretty sure I got the digestion system all put together. And I was about to start it on Auogs. But I'm equally sure that we're not going to do that today, right? Because we have an issue. Let me see if I can find it. And we can illustrate clearly our situation. Oh, this is going to get worse and worse. Where's my stuff? It's in this line right here. We have no briquettes. We really need to go make more briquettes. And that means borax, we have. Limestone, we have. Carbon, we got. Dried biomass, do not have. Fiber, we got. Carbonate, yep. Starch, yep. Nitrogen, yep. So the only thing we don't have is dried biomass. And we're going to need this anyway for bio oil. Not quite yet because we can't make the quartz tubes quite yet. Soon, though. Very soon. So, yeah, let's take care of dried biomass. And then we'll make briquettes, and then the digestion system will have the fuel it will need to digest. And from that, we can proceed to Auogs. And then from there to fish, and then we can return to primary refining, right? Good plan. Let's do it. So, let's go get our notes, and let's talk about biomass. Oh my God, biomass. So we make biomass, and then it gets used in biomass refining, right? So we need pulp mill. I think I'm going to be able to do this all in a city block. It doesn't need a tower, you know? It just needs a place where I do it. And then it goes into fine powdered in a screener. Yeah, it makes a whole lot of other stuff. So this goes to fine powdered Oh, it's going to take math to do this. Oh, that's sad. Anyway, now we have fine powdered biomass. So we have to get dried biomass in a VAP. And then that's our product, right? Fine dried biomass goes into briquettes and will also go into bio oil. So, okay. So let's go grab some buildings and then go actually put this into practice. So pulp mill, please. No, pulp mill's over here, right? Yeah, right there. I don't know how many I'm going to need, so just grab a chunk. And then evaps are right there. And then the other thing is squeeners. So no problem, right? Okay. And where are we going to locate this? Ideally, well, we're going to have to take biomass from the plant stack, which is right here. We get the biomass. Right there, that's reserved for substrate, which is coming. So I guess we just have to find a new cube somewhere. We're going to need things from all over. So, yeah, I guess like right here. No, it's a solid product, so right here. Yeah. Just there's no logic to where this is going down, which is kind of a problem. I have to remember when I did things in the new factory. Like, that's how I remembered where everything was in the old factory. Like, what other items is this item like? And then I can kind of feel out when I would have done it, and so I would know what stack it would be in, kinda. But we're doing things in a different order this time, which is kind of an issue. All right, let's talk about all of these things. So obviously we do pulp mill, and then we do screener, and then we do evap, right? And this is the cycle. I want to see if I can build a unit. All right, so you are making none of this stuff. Yeah, I'm not doing biofarming yet anyway. All right, so this is a wasteless process, and this makes a lot of material. And you make fine powdered biomass, and you make dried biomass. Let's take some observations here. First, this makes it 8 a second. This consumes at 12. So, oh, excuse me. The core of our unit is now this. And this also produces some biomass, but just trace amounts. So that will get looped back. And then some of this needs to be looped back immediately. It needs to just feed back into itself. So like 1 powdered biomass comes back on every cycle. Thanks. So that has to just be a loop straight back in, just straight over, and then try to use it with preference, hopefully. And then over here, that produces 7.2 powdered, and this eats 6. So I suppose if we wanted to do this absolutely correctly, it'll be something like this, and this will be the slow step. I'm like, okay. So we need 2 of these to keep this flowing, and we need, I mean, it's not great ratios, but it's a contained unit, you know? The problem is it's not long enough or tall enough. So we could bring in the biomass and then have a line that goes across here and then product lines. But I kind of want this entire area to be biomass related. I mean, it makes so much, but then it gets used so much. I don't know. Maybe we dry this, okay? And then we rotate you. And then we have a caravan right there. And we make a unit that works. And we do this. And then we have a caravan out somewhere. Here, let's see if we can size this properly. Right there. Aerial outpost. And you need to be like something like this. And then we have a biomass line. We have a dried biomass line. And we try to work out all the internals. Does this make sense? I think this makes sense. The only question is, will we have a via? And it looks like the answer is no. Like the answer is big no. So the problem is now processing capacity or logistic capacity. So we try this instead. And it's a little thicker, right? But it'll probably give us another 1, and then we can take all of this and leave a via, right? Yeah, okay. I can get behind this as a general layout. And this is going to make a lot of dried biomass, so let's just pretend it's going to be okay. All right, so we're shooting for 5 units then. All right, so this is just straight biomass in, material out. So what we should probably do then, we're going to make a center version, an internal version, and then we'll do everything else later. So we'll have this right here. You're going to be biomass out. And we'll have a line going like so. Maybe not exactly right here, but you see what I'm doing, right? And then obviously this goes in and this goes in. And we get the powdered biomass in. And then just the biomass out. So I guess this has to come back. See, that's already in the gutter right there. Maybe it needs not to be stacked. I don't know. Here. First off, let's take care of the reflux material, right? because we have to take out the the powdered biomass, right? And then it has to come back in. And I suppose the best way to do that is like so. Or like a belt, maybe. Maybe that's better. I wonder if this is enough buffer, though. And we're also running into tiling issues. So if I was to do this, like, we've got tiling issues. You see them, right? We can also do some sort of pattern. There. That entire belt now is just a loop. Just like this one will be a loop, only it's going to keep going. However, it still doesn't fit because we have too much, you see? We need to either move one side, but that's kind of hard. Like if I push the screener to the left, it'll just push everything else to the left and everything will come with me. That will not be a solution. So I guess we have to use normal inserters, probably for all of the waste product processing. I mean, all right, sure. So this now collapses to this. This now collapses to that. And you are outputting biomass or powdered biomass, right? Just powdered biomass, right? Yeah. And then we'll get the powdered biomass in and it will just cycle back and forth. It's not super duper elegant. It's also not offensive. And you will just be biomass. And that's fine because the waste products are 10% chance of 6 biomass. That's actually kind of a lot, but except it's only 10% chance. It might jam on occasion, but not as a matter of course. I will try it. Meanwhile, of course, the actual product gets shoved in right here. Why does this look weird? Why does this look weird to me? Are we off center? I don't know. Anyway, then we make dried biomass and it comes out like this. Why does this give me a chime? Here, one moment. I have to figure that out. Maybe fixed it. Maybe. Maybe made it worse. Maybe. Computers are... they are not your friend. Let's put it that way. Alright, so... okay. And then we have a unit, right? Oh, maybe not. Alright, there we go. Now we have a unit. And I think this is going to be okay, right? So I copy all of this and I put it right here. And see, it doesn't have to connect. Like that, that's fine. This does have to connect though. So I guess we have to do this then. Did I not? Oh, I see what I didn't do. I didn't complete the cycle. All right, there we go. And so this will head out, and then this will just be an internal loop, and that's all it ever has to be. I like how we're using the buffer space of the underground belt underneath the building, and that's what's going to keep it together. I just hope this guy gets to run because this can jam. The only thing that keeping it... maybe we have to wire this up a little bit. Maybe we should take a little bit of time and instead of... what we need to do is just get a red wire. Cannot connect an underground belt. That's a shame. Because what we want to do... here, how about this? How do we do this? And can we read hand contents? Hold. And you never go while there's anything in that guy's hand. No, it's either of their hands. Yeah, read hand contents. Hold. So the problem is if it jams, we can't vent out of here in order to reload. So we want to use what's on the... If there's ever a state when these hands cannot unload, these hands will stop. Hopefully... Well, it doesn't have to be this one, because if this one can't unload... I sense a problem with how I'm doing this. So how about we do this instead? Well, I want to... This is kind of unfortunate. How do I logically read what's on this underground belt? Or else get a sign for what's on this belt? But I can't connect it like that. And I can't bring down like a false line like this because of how the belt joining rules work. Because what I want to do is when I have like 10 on this belt, I want to stop. And I can't do this, or I can do that. This is not entirely satisfactory because that will never be brought in unless I use a long inserter here, which is not good, but it's tidier. So I guess that is good. All right, so what we want to do is read belt content, all belts, the entire thing. Is that actually doing the underground belt as well? I can't tell. It should, well, okay, we'd be able to tell, right? If we do this. There, it is. Okay, so it is doing the underground as well. So what I want to do is I want you to enable based on, what is it, powdered biomass? Powdered biomass. Powdered biomass, right there. And if it ever gets, I want it to be less than, let's just say 6. Let's say 8, actually. So what happens here is it will read the contents of this belt. And it's looking to see, and if it has less than 8 powdered biomass, it will assume that this is contributing and will take from here fully. But if there's ever 8 powdered biomass on here, it will wait for this hand to have preference. Okay. All right, I think that's almost a good idea. Let's see if I can fit this in. I think it's a real tight fit, right? Oh, excuse me. All the way down to here. And I think we have to go all the way down to there. This is kind of a very unfortunate height directly on that. We might have to move this guy up a couple and then move everything down a bit. So it's going to take up a full half of this. Now you have to be like this then. Because now we can outflow into that, but that might not be enough. We may want to do a full this. Anyway, let's get this all set up, and I should probably add power at some point. Okay. So now I can copy all of this, and I can put this here. And the belts are separate, and that's good. And you leave a via, and then you pack as tightly as possible. Good, right? And that doesn't, oh, it doesn't even, it's not, I wonder if we need more than one of these. Nah. All right, so this has to get hooked up. This is venting biomass, which has to be used with preference up here. So yeah, I was correct in backing it off a little bit. So input priority from that side. We also need to balance it at some point, right? Because they're all going to be on one side of the belt, and there's no guarantee that side of the belt is going to be taken with preference. So maybe we just see what happens. Is this ever a good plan? Let's just let it go and see what happens. See, we're off still. This is workable, but it's a little unaesthetic. See that? And it works. And then I think we're just going to call this good, though. How are we doing on... Yeah, we're using half. So I guess maybe we do charcoal briquettes here, too. I mean, it will save a bunch on transport because of how bulky this material is. Maybe we do that. Seems like a good idea. All right, so is this complete? Are we ready? Here, let's go get a whale. This whale must be hungry. This whale will go and get biomass from the biomass stack, please. Right there. And then you just fill your cargo. And I want you to come right here, and I want you to empty that cargo. When did I pick up an alien life decoration? Oh, I don't have any whale food on me? I don't. Well, that's terrible. I also have to figure out where this logo is. Any whales around here? Any whales with food in their belly? Or their heads, or wherever they store it now. Remember starch. Here, give me some of that. Don't tell anyone. It's like, how do they both have 3? I don't want to take any more. It feels cruel. But I'm going to have to program at least 2 more whales. Where'd you go, Mr. Whale? Where are you? I think I'll clip that for right now. Take that and go. Okay, good. We will do biomass processing. Yeah, here's where I took the alien life logo. You should go right here, right there. Good. All right, so in a little bit, the whale will be back. And we will be using this for 2 things in the future. Charcoal briquette and bio oil. And this should be producing at like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 60 a second. That should be okay, right? So what we do now, this is aerial outpost. Oh, can't fit. I guess we have to do this, even though it hurts our soul to do it. Oh, hurts so bad. I could move everything up. Because what I want to do is do 2 automated factories. Where are you? Like automated factory. And then doing like that works. You have to make briquette. No, I cannot spell briquette. Why is this? Was it not made in an automated assembler? Guess not, right? Oh no, it's made in FTS reactor. Who has FTS reactors on them? The answer is, of course, not me. All right, let's see if this machine works. I kind of have my doubts, right? All right, moving right along. And then this is the slow step right here. We should see the screeners always going. We should really only ever see half of the... All right, so maybe if that's true, it's not full 60. We're only like half of these are going. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 30 a second, which probably isn't enough. Just saying. We probably need more dried biomass production. And I should probably stick this somewhere in the... It really should go in the bio stack. But dried biomass is used so little. It's so primitive. It deserves to be down here, I think. Where do we put... Give me what's in your skull. Where do we put this? So biomass is like here. It really should be next to the wood. I'm poorly organized at the moment. So what's your problem? You're trying to empty... Oh, it's... I was like, why is there no logo? There is a logo. It's just black as midnight hate. What's this? What are you supposed to be doing? Methyl acrylate is just taking a long time. What's this? That's no ethylene chlorohydrin. Ultimately, that's because no ethane, I think. Ethylene. So we're going to have to expand that in the future. But right now, it's okay. It feels bad to put dried biomass next to advanced chemicals, but what you gonna do? Whale hungry. Add destination. Definitely need a whale for this. Dried biomass is so bulky. Fill cargo. Add destination right there. Empty that cargo. And then have some whale snacks and on your way. I suppose I should check and make sure it's going all right. I may have to make a full processing stack for this. Maybe. Oh, I need to flip this. Flip it for real. You know what I mean. It is producing. We're not having any difficulties there. And it's not clogging anywhere, it looks like. So, good, I think. Good. Unless it's just secretly... No, I saw the red... the red inserter working. So, yeah, it just works. Everything's fine. Good design. Feel good. Alright, let's go get a couple more whales. And go get a couple FTS reactors. And then see what we can do about making charcoal briquettes in order to aid in digestion. FTS reactors are weird. I'm not sure exactly where they come in. I never need these for anything. What is an FTS reactor? You are in coal processing, as per normal, as per always. We need 2 of you guys. Let's see if we can make it work. And if not, we shall be very sad. I accept that. So, over here, right here. All right. No, not right here. Popped up in the wrong spot. Right here. This is where we're doing this. All right, so first, irk. There we go. That will help. Now we have to talk about how we're doing this. So this is going to be like a complex dance. We do need one caravan here to represent dried biomass in. We may one day put a whale on this task, or maybe we might not. I don't know. Then a couple FTS reactors. Where are you? FTS. Why don't I see you? Okay, it's going to be like this, and they're bigger than I wanted. Yeah, A lot bigger than I wanted. Because then I wanted to just take this and like have two whales running inputs. But I guess we can do this and just have a waste of space right here and just do outs on the top and the bottom. That's not great, but it's compact. You make briquettes. So we have to get all of this stuff in. It makes 2 a second and you can't be prodded. Thanks. So what we'll need, this is going to be the complicated one, because this will be dedicated to just dried biomass. Because it's by far the bulkiest piece. If I can just subtract that out, everything becomes a lot simpler. Then I have a very complicated whale shopping for everything else. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing, huh? And then it's like this. And this is how we make briquettes. I really wish I could use prod here. It is a sin to consider prod at this stage. The initial setup stage. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly. And then just like 2 here and 2 here. Is this workable? Is this a good idea? I mean, okay, leave a via first off. There's no need to leave only 1 space when you can leave 2. And this is just manufacturing because it's next to the biomass. And this is the main consumer of it always. Okay. So this really wants to be further up to just be like this. And just connect together. We want to be further up because we're kind of low down here anyway. So just 1 more maybe. All right. Now let's program one of the most intense whales we've done in a long time. Let's figure out our number here. Just assume we have biomass in excess. So we have 5 borax. Let's just do everything divided by 5. So it'll be easier to think about that way, right? Why do I have this on my taskbar? All right, let's do this. So it's 1 borax, 1 limestone, 1 activated carbon, and then 2 fiber, 1 carbonate, 2 starch, and that's it. And so all of these guys stack to 100, right? Every last one of you. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our number is 8. So 9,000 divided by 8. Our number is going to be 1,000 because it makes it easier to think about. Done. All right, whale, get out here. You have a very, very complicated life. I want you to go and get many things. So borax is probably first, right? And borax is right there. Yeah. And I want you to load until caravan has borax in quantity 1,000. Then I want you to go get limestone. This will be rejiggered, don't worry. We'll try to put it in order. I want you to load until has limestone in quantity 1,000. And then activated carbon will be a single. And I can't even remember when I did you. It should be a single, but I guess I did it over here then? Or did I ever do it? I have to. I make, filtration media. So none of this looks familiar to me. Rather, every one looks familiar, and it's not what I want. I wonder why this is open. Anyway, so what did I do with activated carbon? Did I classify it as an organic product? Guess so. Activated carbon in quantity 1000 again. And then we go to fiber, which is up here, I think. No, it's over here maybe? Yeah, right there. Fiber. Load items in the caravan has fiber, and that's in quantity 2000. Then I want you to go get carbonate, which is this one, I think. Carbonate. Yeah. Sodium carbonate in quantity 1000. And then lastly, I want you to go get starch, which I don't know where it's stored. Where do we store starch? Then load caravan starch. That is in quantity 2000. Okay, great. And then I want you to add destination to right here. I want you to wait until circuit condition, and then it is unload until target, unload until target, unload until target, and then 3 more times, unload until target, unload until target, unload until target. This is the entire late game I'm doing right now. There's going to be a lot of this. Borax, limestone, carbon, fiber, then carbonate, not you, yes you, and then starch. All right, and the numbers are 1000, 1000, 1000, 2000, 1000, 2000. Okay. This is a very complicated whale life. Borax, and then probably fiber, right? Fiber's closest. Borax, fiber, probably carbonate after that. Activated carbon. Yeah, I believe in this. Go and do it. All right, so now we have to filter all of that. Borax, bang, bang, limestone, limestone, like that, and bang, bang, followed by carbon, followed by fiber, followed by carbonate. There should be an easy way of doing this. It's very hard to mechanically think how that would be. I spend a lot of time doing stuff like this. All right, so that's working. That can't jam. This is completely jammed because it is full. I guess you have to be a little farther over then, huh? Actually, you should put 2 here because we have 4 out, right? All right, so that goes like that. And this is going to get hooked up, and this is going to get shoved in. Okay, good. Now. Oh, I probably should have. Oh, man, I missed a trick. I should have set up the Gobachovs first. Like, this isn't going to work like this. It's going to have to be like, oh, that's going to be tough then, right? Like, this literally does not work. This cannot work. It has to work like this, and that's going to be tough. Or I can do a tower of 3 pipes here. It doesn't really fit, but I guess this is what we have to do. And then we have to go staple it way over here. So, okay. That's not terrible. It's not great. Not terrible. And it's going to be like this, probably. Are you lined up correctly? See if we can manage to do this without ruining everything. Oh, and that's okay. Speaking of ruining everything, let's just have everything be misaligned. Great. That was a quick pickup. Whales are so nice. Also, having central depots, so nice. Yeah, beautiful. Who needs trains when you got whales? All right, so pick up all that. Why didn't I set up the Gorbachevs? That's going to be the slow step now. We need nitrogen, wax, and creosote. It's going to take forever to get this in. Okay, forever is slander against the guild of Gorbachevs. But it's going to take longer than I want. In fact, I don't want to do this at all. Here, hold on. Receiver. I want you to go get nitrogen. Please and thank you. Go get a lot of it. And I want you to go get creosote. Please and thank you. I really need to put icons on that for both what it's requesting and for what it has. We'll have to do that sometime. And then I need this to happen again. I need it to all happen again. Right here. Angry Ghost. Oh wait, that was a bad idea. Bad. I hope they don't. I hope I didn't just waste a lot of material. I hope I grabbed it before the tick. I need you to go get wax. Perfect. All right, and then that will latch in here. Immediately like so. And we will have our liquid component. And then which one are you? Your nitrogen? That's actually rather fortunate. And then at the end of the day, I'll be able to clip out one more place where we have a dependency on the South Factory. We will no longer depend on them for briquettes. And that will be good. Okay, so good. Loading that up. And the only thing that we're missing now is the liquid from the Gorbachevs. So I'm going to leave off on actually plugging in that combinator. And we're going to have our standard opening ceremony here. So now we're waiting on Gorbachevs. Oh, we have to program this. Okay, that's a good use of time. So what I need is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're all going to be 100. Oh, excuse me. I suppose I have to do this that many times, huh? Okie dokie, no problem. And the things we need are now borax, and after borax, limestone, and after limestone, carbon, and after carbon, we need fiber, and after fiber, we need carbonate, not you, over here you. And for our last trick, we need starch. Which I cannot spell. All right, great. And that just needs to be plugged in. All the material is here. We're ready. Okay, not all the material. Maybe we are producing enough dried biomass. If we go look at the block we just added in, yep, dried biomass for days. So do I see a line of Gorbachevs coming? I see whales moving. How are we doing at Gorbachev Central? A lot of guys chilling. So I should see them floating in at some point. Oh, wait, right there. There's a train. Yeah, there's the nitrogen train. How far off are we? Not far off. Nitrogen and creosote. Nice. Okay, so that's going to arrive very shortly. Then we should be seeing another train for wax somewhere, right? Yet I do not... Ah, right there. There's the wax delivery. So nice how it works. This is just... I like this. I'm glad I took the time to fix this. Okay, so we're going to hang around, and then we're going to turn this machine on, and then we're going to be happy, right? Here, we can do one more thing while we're waiting. Where is this guy? Your job is to fill cargo. Where's the guy picking up? Is that you? No, you're dropping off. All right. Got to be quick, right? Where is the briquette fetchosaur? He'll be next to a FTS reactor, right? That's how I'll know him. This? I don't think so. This? No, that's a delivery. That's a delivery. Here, why don't we go look at the actual bin down there? Where it's made. Right here. This guy. No. This guy? Yeah, this is where we empty it out. Alright, so yeah, okay. You got me. I should go pick him up. Anyway, we got all our stuff, right? Let's turn this machine on. So, right there. Right. Material going in. Beautiful. There we go. Now we are making charcoal briquettes. And in making 4 a second when this is all filled up, yeah, that's probably enough. We're probably doing just fine. Okay, so for my last trick, here, let's go grab that dinosaur from the South Factory and then close that off. And we're actually kind of done with what I wanted to do today, which means I just really did not estimate my time very well. So I think we move on and we start working on Auogs then, right? It seems like a fine next step. Auogs, then fish, then... I don't know. So your job is no longer this. Brain wipe. Give me all that stuff. Chuck it in there. Okay, good. And I can actually upgrade you on the spot, right? Yeah. So that's an even wipier brain wipe. And now last thing to do is to hook up briquettes to the briquette distribution system, and it will hook up to the digestion system as well as everywhere else that needs a briquette. And we will have done something good today. And this is just going, and the whale is fast enough to keep it fueled, so we will be making at a solid 2 a second. If I want to, I can speed module this, though not quite all to hell. Halfway to hell. How about that? So are we making fast enough is the real question. I don't know. This feels like maybe not. Even though charcoal briquettes last a long time. I'm probably going to have to revisit this at some point. Anyway, for right now, whale hungry. Add destination right here. Fill that cargo. Then at least we've given ourselves a really big buffer. Right there, and I want you to empty that cargo. And whale snack. Right. It's going to pick it all up. And it's eventually going to deliver it. And then it's eventually going to be distributed. It's really not making a lot per second. Kind of unfortunate, honestly. We can definitely turn it up, production up with speed modules quite a bit. Alright, well, it's time to leave this behind. So briquettes will eventually filter their way over here, and they will fuel all of these machines, and that is good. Each briquette will last for like 200 seconds in one of these. That's nice. So I guess we're talking about Auogs, huh? Maybe I should just do a little paving first. Just one stack for right now. Or move oil sands. That's something that's going to happen, so just do it, right? Okay. Okay, that's fine. We're going to move these oil sands, the oil sand collector somewhere, to where I do not know. Ooh, action. Ba-boom. You stay on your side of the line. You know where that line is. You know where it is. You stay there. No, don't ask. You don't need to ask questions. Yeah, this is a shame. I could have used one of those as oil sands. So I guess we're moving it to down here. And that's pretty unfortunate. So we'll landscape today. Maybe we'll just have a shorter episode today. Just all prep work on the way to doing Auogs tomorrow. That's fine. I've got a lot to do. Just great. Doing briquettes, huh? Not fast. It's only 4 a second. So it would take what? Like every half hour a delivery will go out full. A little shorter than that, but I suppose that's what the expectation should be, so don't be surprised. Anyway, I had set myself to a plan. And that was to do some paving up here. I guess I should do a lot of paving, huh? I think this is set up correctly. All of this needs to come with me. So that's this whale I need to find. He's trying to deposit oil sands in primary oil sand, which is very close. But the reason I did it like this is so I wouldn't need belts. All right, so just you come with me. Then all of this just has to come with me. Oh. 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 All right, so we're going to have to pull a fast one, I think. We just all classify this as waste. Personal logistics off. Dump all that, take that. No, I need the bots too. Pick up all of the miners, certainly. Then all of that. Then I'll just handle the belt because it's so full. Each segment of belt holding 32 oil sand. That's nice. That's how you know you've done something right. Now the big one. Good. Anyone else? Anyone else want to chat? All right. We are now completely without oil sand. And what I'm going to attempt to do is shove this all in waste input. Because it's technically waste now. I feel like it's waste. Oh yeah, it's going to work. And then this is oil sand, what must be destroyed. That's kind of a problem. Like, that should be taken away and something should be done with that. But then I've got that situation with everything because the factory isn't going full speed right now. So I guess the lesson there is just don't worry about it too much, right? Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. All right, so Mr. Oil Sand, all cleaned up. Need all my stuff. And then we will mine oil sands in the south. And then ship them to the north via whale. And I'm pretty sure that is going to be more than enough bandwidth. So right here, it's grenade time. Hi, friends. And then we will once again clear more land. Like I said, we're doing this very, very frequently. But I'm also using 4 city blocks in a day when I used to not do that. So, you know, life is different on the other side, too. Okay, what are you? Quartz, you will never be used. Ever, 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 ever. Two. What? Why couldn't I oil sand run? Oh, trees. No. No. Not again. No. It's happening again. Okay, I think we only have 8 of these going, right? So this is good for now. Oil sands. Yeah, we're done. So each of you are a megawatt, which is unfortunate. And then there's a beacon somewhere. Why is there a beacon? Why would there ever be a beacon? I probably should have looked at it before I picked it up, right? I'm not gonna, though. Okay. And then right down here. And then we're just gonna live like this for a while. And is this right? Almost certainly not. Am I causing myself problems later? Yeah. 100% just yeah. How can I fix this? By closing the game and never opening it again. Am I going to do this? No. So I guess I'm simply doomed. Which I believe we all knew all along. We all knew that no one was coming back from this. So like, just 2? Why did I have so many? There was there were beacons involved somehow, right? But why? Why? I don't understand. All right, this is just fine. Don't question this any further. Do not ask me any more questions. Ooh. I had yellow belt with this? Wow. That's wow. Okay, goal. Pave 4 blocks, I guess. And then we'll do Auogs, fish, probably like cotton guts, maybe arquads right off the bat. Arquads are required for arquad venom, so I might as well get on that, right? There's gonna have to be Vrox, cotton guts, all sorts of fun stuff. So, all right, back into landscaping mode. Put down this. Personal logistics off. All of you come with me. All of this, that, and that, and that. Okay, all right, let's try it again. That, and that. Good. And then we always need pipes. We always need repair packs. Don't ask what they're for. Just don't ask why to bring them. Just bring them. A couple more of you. Definitely more of you. We're going to have to pave over the sea today. Probably need more of that. That's fine. All right, more refined concrete. Oh, more grenades too. All right. An energy drink. Don't leave without precious, precious energy drink. So we'll snag some more concrete, and then it's time for more landscaping, which is one of my least favorite things, but I've been gone for a while, so I feel like I've refreshed on that. Here, let's go peek into what we've done. It's not going to be the most productive episode, I can already tell. It's like, come on, dude. Yeah, only like a third of the way full. This guy's waiting. I probably should have tried to put in another one right here and find another way of getting dry biomass in. Like, jerk this all over here. Another layer of, Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, honestly. Like another layer of FTS reactors just like this, drawing off of that, and then just have dried biomass coming down, do us like a loop, and anything it can get, it uses, you know? Okay, I'm not going to go do that. I was thinking about I'm going to go do that, but then I realized I had already changed clothes, so no. And this is going to be very easy to see what I'm doing because I'm going straight to the water. So I touched on an important question, which is the order of animal creation and processing. I have a universal digestion unit set up. I don't think there's anything more to... I'm going to die. I'm going to die while I'm monologuing again. Again. Fell for it again. This ore is just getting erased. And then all of you just pick up all that. I'll take care of the cliffs myself. Because I like to. So yeah, I think arquads are going to come real fast. Like, they're going to come even before cotton gets, I think. Because we have to ask ourselves, what does the factory need? And the factory needs venom. The problem with arquads is that the primary arquad product at this tier is the propolis, which is an item I do not understand, but it spoils. And given that it spoils, it's a pretty big issue. Which means I cannot make it freely. I can only make it when there's demand for it. So that's going to require some clever circuitry, making sure I'm only producing them when necessary, perhaps, or like I think that's probably the wrong measure for a lot of the advanced biological mid-grade, like mid-term spoiling products, like all of the Perogen, the Sarcoris, all of that stuff. I think that needs to be treated a little differently than the build-on-demand stuff like cellulose. And that I think maybe I build it until there's a buffer and then wait for that buffer to rot out. And if that destroys material, like that's okay, it's fine. It's not the most terrible thing in the world that a Sarcoris rots out waiting to be used. It means it was attempting to be a good factory. It was attempting to run, but it was prevented by some reason, which is undoubtedly a loss of production or efficiency somewhere else. Now, the sin I need to prevent is making too many so that they could never be used. Like, that's what we have to avoid. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. It doesn't matter if you build it and it rots, but it was waiting to be used because something else was jammed, you know? It only really hurts when you build it and it rots and it never ever had any chance of being used, like even with the factory running perfectly. So it has to be throttled based on that somehow. And I don't really have a plan for that. I don't really do plans. We're just kind of building factory, you know? God, these trees trying to ruin me. Here, switch back. Maybe it's better on bots. What's my bot power like? Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm going to have to refuel probably at the end of this episode. So like that. Okay. Good. All right, so there goes the fun part of the episode, I guess. Playing in the water. But anyway, got to think about order of events here. Let's take a quick break and look at the upcoming Arquad processor stack. It's going to be a lot more complicated than the Auogs stack. Maybe not. We have to generate queens too. We have to think about that. Where are we? Arquad 2. All right, so we have to make propolis here. And for that, we need Dilmos. All right, so scratch going directly to Arquads. And we can just burn the propolis for diesel. That seems so wasteful. Oh, it only decays. It takes 13 minutes to decay. Wow, that's not great. Oh, wow, that's not great. And you have to take that, and that's directly used in science. That is not great, friends. Like, you kind of want to build that directly on site. Where is it built? It's in an apiary hydrocarbon plant with wax, which is on site, and naphtha. So maybe we build this on site at wherever we decide to do this science. It takes a long time too. Well, I suppose that time doesn't really matter because of uplifting will just obliterate it eventually. So I guess we just don't worry about that. We just get normal Arquads up and going. Just do the better recipes. So I guess we have to do Ulrichs first, and then I can probably start doing uplifting. So, okay, so it's going to be Auogs, fish, and maybe Ulrichs, maybe rocks. Maybe just start doing everything easy. What is a Dilmo anyway? What are you? How do we interact with a Dilmo? All right, so what do we got? You're a big fish-looking dude. And then you get pulled apart. It's a big fish insect. Okay, 20 eggs. Wow. 20 eggs into 20 cubs. That's really efficient. So we're only going to need one of these, essentially, to hatch the eggs. We're going to need a bunch of places to lay eggs. One place... What is this? Is a scale? I was expecting this to be like, you're so heavy, but then look at all the lard. So yes, that's exactly it. That's what we're going to be weight maxing right there. All right, so stuff I got to make eggs, stuff I got to make cubs, and the cubs get raised. Okay, this is not hard at all. I should probably just start making this, right? Sometime. Maybe I should do this down south. Maybe I should do this up here. I don't have fetal serum or artificial blood, though. All right, stop thinking about that. We were thinking about Arquads. And so we don't need anything. We just need Ulrichs, and Ulrichs are easy. They just need food and plant matter, and we got that. We have combs. We have wax that we can get. And the next level is natural gas again. Okay, so we're going to have to probably make natural gas in a way that isn't from bio-oil. So I guess we're going to come back to actually refining raw gas, which is something I didn't want to do, but apparently it's required. This takes 50 raw gas. You're going to need just a pipeline. And it takes 20 seconds. Yeah. Well, that's to make queens, though. No, that's to lay eggs. Okay, excuse me. Yeah. Just more stuff. We have coke to make red hot coke. We're going to need more natural gas. All right, so I'm going to actually have to get natural gas online to do this. And to make next level Arquads, I need iron enriched moondrops. Okay, I guess. I guess it's time to start on biomining, or yeah, biomining. What happens to the Ulrichs in this recipe? Where do they go? Where do the Ulrichs go? Someone tell me. Where did the Dilmo cubs go? Oh, this is a very long processing chain to do this. So you bootstrap one, and then it's this. All right, we'll see. I don't want to talk about it. Why does it keep doing that? I honestly am a bit at a loss. There's some pop-up somewhere, which is intermittently on my screen, I guess. Even though my screen is obviously Factorio. I don't understand. But as with much else in this world, it is not required of nor given to me to understand. So, great, right? That's freedom. The freedom to be ignorant. Ultimate freedom is not having to care even a little bit. All right, these guys got to go. Or eraser. Say farewell to these. And there's a tree right there. And right here and right here. So Arquads are going to continue to be an utter pain. I'm gonna have to go get natural gas from raw gas, which is great. I was hoping I could skip it like I skipped acetylene. But apparently that is not my fate. It's fine. There's a lot to still build. I mean, a lot. Do I still think I'm halfway through? I kind of don't think so. I kind of think once I catch up to modern day, like I build more things in a day now than I did in the old factory where I had to wrestle around with routing and logistics stuff. And so I'm able to move, and I'm also able to build more at a time, which means I have to come back and rebuild less. So I think I'm over halfway, right? I mean, not counting seeing how much I can do and how big the factory can be, which is, well, how much time is left? How much time do I have? That might be the ultimate determiner of what we see there. Anyway, pick up those guys. Would probably like to get into a rhythm where I like play another game, then play factory, then play another game, then play factory. Until I get just utterly bored of this factory and declare there's nothing left to do. Which is very far away, but will happen. Like, all games end. Do not be sad. Alright, we good? That was a very, very dense area. It was not easy to clean. Okay, bots off. Now let's set you up. So I guess I'm going to be doing Ulrichs fairly soon, and maybe not Vrox. Oh, I need to do another couple passes on push back the C. I had it right, but then the C pushed forward again, as it does. And I was once again forced to confront it. Okay, so good. And we're going to leave the zinc mine. So that's going to be, I'm going to have to choose what goes there very carefully. Something that doesn't need a high throughput, because I think that is the breeding. Yeah, this is uplifting, creating young, and then raising young is up above it. So Maybe just do Ulrichs there, because I'm never going to need a lot of Ulrichs. That makes a certain amount of sense, right? Okay. Well, it's only going to finish this up around an hour and a half. It feels bad to have an episode that short. I'll figure out what to do, though. Just putter around a little bit. Or maybe check my list of things I need to do and do one more thing. Not sure what that would be. I mean, maybe bio-oil. No, bio-oil requires the tubes. And the tubes come from rare earth. And rare earth doesn't exist yet because I haven't done that processing stack yet. So that's a poor idea. I don't have a Biocrud waste disposal. That's something I really need to do. So maybe I do that. Yeah, that feels... I'm just going to do random chores today. And then... what just happened? Did I do this wrong? I did, in fact, do this wrong. Well, go me. How many times have I done this? Hundreds. And yet I am still capable of finding new and creative ways to mess everything up. Oh, man. Okay, so up here, no. Let's not do this at the very extent of our arm's reach. We'll throw out our back. We will have to write up an accident report. Absolutely no one wants to do that. Would rather bleed than do paperwork. True facts. So what is this, 16 blocks? That's actually, I mean, it used to be substantial. Nowadays it's not. Now it's like 30 blocks or go home. So, oh, great. Yeah. So I'm not really sure what to talk about. I had a trip. It was for business. It was very exhausting. I have come to absolutely despise the American airport and everything that happens in it. Was bumped involuntarily from my flight out because something, it's not our fault. That's all they can tell me. Something, well, I guess it's just one of those things that happens. And it's like, no, this isn't. This isn't how it's supposed to be. This isn't how it works in other countries. Why is it how it works in this country? And so they, of course, offered to give me an apology voucher. And it's like, why would I care about them handing out airline fun bucks so that I can trust them again to transport me from point A to B, and I can once again experience the wrenching disappointment, which is the American airline system? It's like, so it's one of those false apologies. Here, let's see if you can fall for it again. Let me give you this voucher. It says, will he fall for it again? I can't stand it. I have huge problems, just like philosophical problems with how we've created layers of different security, and then we sell ways to skip the security. And then when it becomes popular, we then sell ways, we make that security even more unpleasant and sell ways to skip it again. It's just absolutely miserable. We can't just have a nice thing. No, we have to turn it into a maximal profit center every single time. And it's just miserable. And I'm just going to, next time I have to go on a meeting like this, I'm not going to fly. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to drive. It's going to take like 6 hours to get to me where I need to go. But that's not really any shorter than dealing with the airport. And in addition, I get to be in control of where I stop and where I start. The food is a hell of a lot better, a hell of a lot cheaper. Oh yeah, it's also cheaper to drive. So it's time efficient. There's better perks associated with it, and that you can get the food that you want. You pay less on gas and on food. If there's an emergency problem, you get to just stop and do whatever. You're not sitting on a plane, stuffed next to someone who smells really bad for hours and hours and hours. How do I dispose of logs? I'm pretty sure I don't do this. Maybe I do. Maybe. Oh, I guess you can take logs from me. And again, I just don't have near the wastebasket space I need. I have to do something about that, he says for the millionth time. But yeah, don't fly on a plane in America. It's just awful. There's nothing good to say about it. It used to be better. I mean, we are actively finding ways to make everything worse for ourselves. All right, so good, and still not. Oh, keep doing this. Here, keep on it, my friend. Maybe we'll see an interesting graph. Briquette, yeah, making a solid 240 a minute right now. Do I go and expand that? I can. I mean, I can. Doesn't that mean I must? It'll use the area better. Okay, that's it. That's the final selling point, right? Why are you guys so exhausted? How are you having so much trouble with this? Don't you lift, bros? Why not? Why do I have plastic in my inventory? I suppose I'm going to have to make better logistic bots at some point. Speaking of just a little better, right? All right, stop. And this is going to be the hard part, correct? Because I don't know. Okay, so one, I did that badly. So we kind of do it. How do I keep doing this terribly? There we go. Jeez. How hard is this? Probably like that. And then, oh, I have to snip these things before it is too late. And then bring you probably as far over as you can. And then what I need to do, here, just get in my pocket. We have to try to copy and paste this, right? Because we want to put it right here. No, excuse me. We want all of this, I think. Yeah, just put it down however you can. Yeah, this is going to fit. This is a great idea. I love this idea. This is the best idea ever. Utter genius. And that goes like so, and that goes like so. No, it has to go farther over, excuse me. Because we're going to have a dried biomass line going down right here. And now it's really, really put the briquette, oh, we're out of nitrogen. That's probably going to be an issue, isn't it? Are we having trouble making nitrogen? I could deal with some trouble right now. I've got some free time. Okay. And then this is all just a little bit better, right? Well, I mean, it will be once I get better nitrogen in. I might have to drag a line over. We'll see. right there. Then, all right, so is this good? Is this how I want to live my life? Okay. Okay, obviously not. No, I messed up all the pipes. I kind of ruined everything, didn't I? Okay. Okay. Ruined it again, award. All right, so like that, like that, like that. And then like that, and then boom. And then plug you in and plug you in. And this is all we need, right? Now everyone goes? Maybe? It's hard to tell. Okay, now they're all going. Good. Maybe I don't need nitrogen. I just need not to screw up the pipes. And then through the power of the underground belt, we are producing at double the speed, I think. Hello, Simon. Very happy to see you here. Fill cargo. There you go. And so is this... Oh, what are we waiting for now? Oh, because I messed up this line. Okay, that's fine. I messed it up. I can unmess it, mostly. There you go. There. Better, right? It uses the space better. And I think it's safe to say we're not going to run out of charcoal briquettes with this, this setup that we've established. Yep. Good. All right. In a minute here. Briquette. Yeah, we're not seeing it quite yet. All right. We'll let it percolate. All right. Next up. We don't have Biocrud waste disposal, and that's going to be necessary for a lot, but the digestion system is definitely going to need it. It digests a lot to Biocrud, and I don't think we can use it all on demand. So, right here. Yeah. All right, so what do we got to do with Biocrud that we have to get rid of? We can't just compost it, right? Crud. This is waste Biocrud, which must be gotten rid of. And so this is way too complicated. Logs and Biocrud and a lot of ingredients produces, I mean, it gives a little bit of bio oil. Is there any better way to do this? Yeah, that's a much better way to get it. So this is stylish. I guess that's the way I'll put it, but it's not what I want. Way too many waste products for just one more waste product. Biocrud can go to wastewater with nitrogen and molasses. That's all right. And that's production. I think I'm just going to burn it, right? Yeah. Just biomass it and burn it. Okay. Not a problem. And we have an example of that right here, right? So all we have to do is copy this exact block down to here. And then find a home for it. And I'm not sure where that's going to be. That's saved for more plastic. Though I really should do something there. This work here? Especially if I underground it a little bit. Yeah, and I have to work out the pipes, but yeah, pretty sure this goes. And it fits well with the obstacle that we have right there. So, okay, we do this. Do I have the composters? Oh, it's right next to me. The answer is no. The answer is go get composters and also connect up this line before you forget. Oh, and it's not going to hit a via in time. Well, that's ugly. That's super ugly. Can I do something about this? I have to be right here, so I have to move it up by one. That's no huge sin. Even though this is just going to cause me problems later, right? It might have to be removed entirely at some point, relocated to the edges. Which is, again, not a terrible fate. Oh, we're going to have to touch the... Oh, it's a sin. It's a sin, but, you know, it is not that terrible. So, let's grab some recycling centers and then wire this up. Probably with just a dinosaur. Recycling. Where are you? Done. And then I have dinosaurs, right? I could use a couple more. And this whale... Oh, I never set you up again, did I? Huh. Alright. Well, we can fix that. Whale hungry. And then you fill your cargo at a place that doesn't exist. So, on your way. Right here. Fill cargo. Good. So that's taken care of. And yes, I guess I do need more whales then. Alright, let's go make this real. Then, honestly, I think I'm just going to call it. I got a lot to do. And what I really need to do next is make Auogs. And I'm not going to be able to get through that today. So I'm just going to not do it, right? Okay, so this is where Biocrud goes to die when we must purge it from the system. So, good. Not there, not there, here. I want you to fill that cargo and then come right here. And I want you to empty that cargo. And this is what you do with your life. Off you go, my friend. You're not needed right now, but oh my, you will need it. All right, so charcoal briquettes taken care of. Biocrud taken care of. Next thing on my list really is quartz 2 for bio. Well, I guess natural gas if it's coming from something else. We're going to do something natural gas. Like, I'd love to just do this. Just very straightforward. But no, we have to do this. We have to take raw gas and combust it. We're mining raw gas. We're just not doing this. And then we get waste products. Not great. The natural gas, and yeah, it's just used all over the Arquad area. I think that might be it, huh? I don't know. So we have to put this on our list. We can't do it the other way. We were going to do... Not this. This is what I really want to do. Can't. This is what I have to do. Fine. Kind of wanted to do this. This is a waste venting recipe, but I wouldn't have to touch raw gas. And this is good too. So, all right. So raw gas, are you used in anything else? No, it is just made to become natural gas. All right, I suppose. So if I had more in me today, I would do that, but I'm kind of done. Like, where is our raw gas production, Derek? Is it in the middle of the calcs now? Is that it? Yeah, this is it. Waiting use. And so I have to drag a true pipeline down, I guess, to the hydrocarbon refining area. So I have to drag a pipe, just a huge pipe, all the way down to here. And then probably we're going to use right here. And we'll that way we'll be able to get rid of the products, the byproducts easily. And it belongs in this area anyway, just conceptually. And so we'll do that, and then we'll have natural gas. And we probably need to run a natural gas pipeline all the way up here. Maybe we'll come over and then try to come up, wherever we figure out where the Arquad line is, so that we're not using all of the rail space close to the tanks. I don't know. Anyway, let's tuck in and let's wrap up. Next episode, raising Auogs. I could probably make Aug food right now. It's probably a good use of time, but I kind of want to just punch out. So we do Aug food tomorrow. 2 different kinds, I suppose. Where am I? My own factory. Yeah, I really should do Aug food today, but like I said, punching out early. So let's take a look. Aug food. So ab initio, right here, there's Aug food, which is flora. We're finally going to have to move flora around, increase production of that, and then deal with the consequences of that. But that's fine. That's something we've known we had to do for a long time. And then a bunch of plants we already got. Then we get Aug food. Great. And then we have to make fancy Aug food, which takes, we don't have casein. So I guess we have to do Corlaxes early, because it's casein is used in a lot of places, and I'm going to need it. Other than that, this is all stuff I have. Very complicated, though. At least it makes a lot of Aug food. It takes 10 seconds. This takes 10 seconds, so it's a little more efficient overall. And then once I have the casein, I can start breeding up the next level Augs. So do I really have to start? No, because Corlex food takes fish and jerky. So I have to have, and fish oil. So I have to have fish processing up first, which means I have to have bones to make the food, which means I have to do basic Augs first. All right, got it. Augs will be our meat product. We'll use just normal Aug food, and then we'll transition up to level 2, I think. No, this is Corlaxes. Level 2, and then try all these level 2 recipes and try to uplift these guys, and then we'll have an Aug V2 pass, and try to get all of this working. So what's the better recipe right here? Oh, it just calls for just normal Aug food in probably very large amounts. So let's take a look. This is over here. 8 pups for 3 to 8 Augs with food. And then the cheap way to do it, 4 pups. Like, this is not a good recipe. It's probably better. It's more time efficient. Okay, it's a lot more time efficient. But this has potential less efficiency on the Aug production, Aug per pup production, and it takes a lot more exotic ingredients. So it's 4 Aug pups for 2 to 4 Augs. And then we come over here. And this one is 12 Aug pups for 4 to 12. So you could lose a lot more. Like, the average is worse, right? Because here the average is 3, which is 75% survival. But if I give them better food, it's only 50% survival. Is this even a good idea? It's faster, but it's not even much faster, I suppose it's more efficient on the other ingredients. But the other ingredients are so low, except for native flora. That's the part where, I don't know. Like, is this even a good idea to go up like this? Is it better to just use better buildings and better Augs and just ignore these recipes? Huh. This isn't even, where's the next one? Let's take a look. And this next one is 16 pups and then 10 to, okay, so this one is an actual improvement, because this one averages out to what? 13 Augs. So it's well over 75. So this is actually a step up. This recipe right here is a trap. Do not use it. And I think this recipe right here is also a trap. It's a lot of extra ingredients for less efficiency on pups, but you do get more Auogs faster. But once you get up to this stage right here, which is right around the corner, it's coming up. It takes a lot more ingredients, but it produces a lot more Auogs and a lot faster with a lot better efficiency. So this recipe has some push behind it. And like obviously the pup recipes are great. I'm pretty sure anyway. Let's review that. It's like right here you make pups and it's just a lot of flora for like, what is that? 3.5 pups. Then we come over here and this one is the same amount of flora for a lot more pups. That's 12 pups per. That is very good right there. So this recipe is good. This recipe is trash. And then eventually you come up to this recipe and there's no tier 3 Aug food. Oh, almost total survival here. That's nice. All right, not going to think about that anymore. These are problems for tomorrow. So tomorrow we make Aug food. Help me. Help me. Help me. I wish there was a way I could undo here. Well, we can't because we put a logo here and it's not buildable. I had control over that and I didn't do anything about it. Why do I make such bad decisions? Still not in. There we go. That's good. That's good. All right. So now, zoom in, drag over, center, and then drag out. This is almost good, right? Almost good, almost lined up, and we're good. All right, screenshot. What did I do today? Not much, honestly. Today we did biomass processing, taking raw biomass and refining it all the way to dried biomass. The only reason we did that is to make charcoal briquettes on site because we're going to need a lot of them for the digestion system, like a lot of them to bootstrap the digestion system. But then after that, it's going to get really, it will be pretty efficient after that. It won't require much. And so we're now making briquettes right here, which is another tie to the South Factory severed. And that's good. We also we moved oil sands down to an oil sand mine south of the base. And that's good, which means that these 4 blocks are now ready to use. It's going to be Auogs, fish, Corlex, Ulrichs, Arquads, question mark? Maybe something else. But again, it's going to be uplift, produce the young, raise the young, and then slaughterhouses up here. And then it's all going to go to the central meat drop-off where it will be distributed to all the different points. And everything will be good, right? I believe if you believe. And then after that, we made a Biocrud destroyer right here because we don't have we have a bin for waste Biocrud up here, but we have no place to get rid of it, or at least had no, but now it's right there. It's good. It's taken care of. Boxes checked. Next episode, Aug food. And then we're going to try to raise some Augs. I'm definitely going to get there, right? Oh, Aug food is going to sever another line from the south. That's going to be nice. All right. I think I'm done. Easy day. Not going to push myself. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.